So in this video, we're going to be replacing the radiator, so I'm going to show y'all how to do it. You may need to jack the car up for this process, and first and foremost, the air box and this part have to come off to give you access to the top. You're also going to want to go down below to the bottom and find the drain plug to get ready to drain all the fluid out. If you get under the vehicle and you see right here, this is the drain plug for the coolant, so go ahead and take that out, lift the car up, take that out, drain all the coolant. So right now we're going to go ahead and jack up the vehicle, and I'd be lying to y'all if I said I wasn't tired. We're going to go ahead and jack the vehicle up and go ahead and get that radiator drained out. So let's do it. It's also a good idea to take off the radiator cap to give airflow to it, so it's not I don't know the proper term, but the glugging noise that you get when you take the plug from the bottom out. If you open the top, it gets rid of all of that. So just a quick note, the process from here is relatively self-explanatory and easy. I'm going to take the air box out like I mentioned earlier. You got the upper hose, you got the lower hose, and if I'm not mistaken, those may be transmission lines, possibly. I'm not able to identify exactly what it is yet, but once I get under the vehicle and check, I will let you know how to deal with both of them. So I have the bottom radiator hose, and I don't know if y'all can see up top, I got the top radiator hose disconnected as well. And now I'm going to connect these two lines. I'm sure there's some sort of transmission cooler lines, but what I did, I got two zip ties, and kind of like the water hose effect, I'm going to slide them off. I'm going to crimp it sideways and just zip tie it so it's not leaking fluid constantly, and I'll be able to work, get the old one out and the new one in. So this secondary hose, I don't know if this is the intake or outlet, but it's refusing to come off. I tried to put a screwdriver to it and pry it back, and it's not coming off. So it has a lot of extra access in it, so I'm just going to cut it right at the end, do the same thing, fold it up, and hopefully we'll be able to slide that bad boy back on since it has all the extra line in it. So I'm going to do that and then get back to y'all. So I just been working, y'all, non-stop. There's gonna be a bolt. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the radiator out and I'll explain it better to y'all. Give me 1 second. All right, y'all, so this may be the tricky part here. When you try to take this out, you're gonna have, of course, the bottom radiator hose, top radiator hose, both transmission lines 1 and 2, and then you're gonna think it's free to pull out, but you can't. There's gonna be a screw right here that'll be connected to the condenser for your AC. You just got to drop that screw right there. It's only one in mine, but if there's multiple, there's a screw hole there, there's another one there, and then the condenser is also, if you look at those two tabs, that's where the condenser sits at. So just be careful when you take it out. Get it out of the slots, pull it up, and then you'll be able to lift this out. Right now I'm going to compare both of them, make sure they line up and match, and if so, I'm gonna go back in with the new one. So right now I'm just comparing the two. Both of them match up. They're the same size. They have the same plumbing points. So it is a match. The only thing you're going to have to do from here is these rubber grommets that were on the old one. You're just going to have to take these out. They should just slide off, slip it onto the new one, slip it onto the new one, and then putting it back in should just be the reverse process. So I'm going to just time lapse that for y'all and get back to y'all when I finish up. And just like that, we got it in. If I were to do it again, I'd definitely take the radiator fans out just to give you more space to move around. I did take my bottom cover off already because of everything I had to do on the bottom, so I may order another one, but I would definitely take this off. Right now it's just replumbing, so get both of the radiator hoses back connected, get the overflow tank hose back connected, and both transmission cooler lines back connected, and that's all there is to it on this one. I also know you see the rust all on these. That's because they had to put it out with a fire extinguisher, so I do plan on taking all of that off, giving it some attention, power washing all the oil and residue on it just to make it look clean again. But that's all there is to it as far as changing the radiator on it. I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward the rest and just show you the process of filling it back up, bleeding it, and everything of that nature. So let's do it. So we've actually made it to a decent stopping point. We already have the radiator back installed. We also just have to add fluid to it and burp all of the air out of the line. I also got to put the air box back in, the whole assembly, and at that point it would almost be ready. I think the car is actually out of gas, so fill it up with gas. I have a couple more connectors on the bottom side to fill in, and then excuse the wind too, I don't know why it picked up as I started recording, but a few more connectors. I'm going to get a bottom tray for it, add some gas, put all the plastic trim back around, actually freshen this up first, clean it up, and then put the trim back around and fix the headlights. That's another thing that I put on the list to do, because with the hazy headlights it looks all nasty and disgusting. So I'm gonna fix all of that, and that'll be future episodes, but as of right now this is the stopping point.